Hello, YouTube. This is Mickey Deep with episode 25 of Hellion. And just checking everything. Okay, all the streams are coming through. And so, pretty much right where we left off, I moved the ship over to the next station, which it seems to be drifting. Oh no, I turned a little bit. The sun had actually gone through the. The planet was blocking us, so that's why we weren't getting a charge as soon as I moved it. So, but we are charging up, and this does have the section we are looking for, thankfully. Meaning that it has like the room type derelict, which is where these components spawn in at. Unfortunately, we are also in a debris field. So, actually, we may have passed through it already. But yes, that room type 1 is what we want. And it looks like there's a little hallway module right there. If it's an airlock. Oh, yep, pick up power coupling. See? So it's here. And as long as the quest is not bugged, which hopefully it is not. I'm thinking about picking up the... Oh, we want the stim pack. And yet another... Oh, another stim pack. Very nice. What do we have? We will top off here real quick. Because we don't need oxygen. Very nice. As we kind of clip through stuff. Oh, we did pick up another one of those too. We don't need both of those on us. 38%. We'll use the smaller one first. We've got nitrogen and oxygen. All right, very good. Oh, another health pack. We'll take these. Actually, we can go ahead and use one. That's right. We were kind of gasping for breath there for a while, so actually we'll go ahead and use 2 of them. That should get our health up. Very nice. Oh. Now, I see I'm going to be recycling a lot of carbon filters. Because, for one, they last a very, very long time. And for 2, we're picking up a ton of them. Though not much other good stuff so far. I don't think that's the way we came in, so we can run through here. And we've got to run on the outside as well. Or maybe this is where we came in. I don't know. There's a suit and a helmet over there a lot. So it is, we might have come in on this side. Oh, yeah, I think we did. All right. I'm going to jump through on the other section. See what we get here. We'll probably pick up the module last. There was an airlock on here. I'm tempted to grab the airlock. Just because airlocks are relatively hard to find. And not necessarily... Oops. A bad thing to have another one. It gives us, you know, other options to come in on the station. And we're going to go ahead and close the inner door. So, oh, yeah, we got some more, all kinds of resource containers, which is not what we really need. And another resource container up there. And here we go, power coupling. So yeah, these are kind of neat. They just do that, and then it magically pops out, and that's it. And it's a quest item, so it does not show up in your inventory. Doesn't really actually, I think, show up anywhere. Except it shows that we found one, basically, is it. So, yeah, I think what I actually want to do is grab that airlock module, which is kind of neat. So this is how you kind of find them now. You know, they're not... Oh, you know what? We didn't actually go in the... I did it again. I skipped a section. I do believe. Oh, no, I guess not. So, yeah, I guess that is actually just like the life support module. So it doesn't actually, even though it's labeled as being a life support, it doesn't have one on it. And there is some electronics right there too, so we're going to grab those. We definitely need the components. Yeah, so instead of just, you know, the module floating around by itself, which doesn't really make much sense, is you kind of... You know, you find these little kind of like station things with the derelicts actually, you know, kind of assembled. And you'll have good sections on them. And sometimes you got to jump off multiple pieces of you know, derelict or whatnot. Sometimes you get a couple parts. You know, you kind of pick and choose. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this. And we're going to go ahead and undock it from that side first. Oop, oop, oop. I should probably actually do some repair. I might do that after we dock it. Now, usually I just dock on the ship first. But in this case, I think I'm actually just going to grab the module and dock it to the ship. Oh, maybe, oh, we can't because it's, yeah, it doesn't want to dock from the, yeah, it's not the Argus. We've actually got to, because you can't select that as a docking port. Yeah, that wasn't a very long debris field, thankfully. Oh, I keep jumping down. All right. Oh, very nice, recharged. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a capacitor here, relatively, or containment field, core containment field. There we go. And we've got some more cores, which is very nice. There is no stim pack storage in this one, unfortunately. You think one of these would be a health pack. Maybe like over here, they should put a health pack. It'd be nice, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so we want to dock to right there. All right, where are we? Over here? Very nice. not really usually the first part I grab. But like I said, they do airlocks seem to be a bit harder to find. At least I run into a few of them. Actually, I haven't really ran into any, and I was seeing notes on, are you going to dock? You're not going to, oh, you did dock, okay. I did not think you were going to dock. Alright, so we've got that. Let's see what the map looks like. Looks like we're getting ready to go back into the debris field, which is strange because so 1 is the one we have not been into yet. Oh, what? That is oh, okay. I'm like, that's definitely not it. Okay, yeah. So we've been to 2, 3 was just the one we were at. And we might actually, if we're lucky, find the last part here. Which would be good, because then we can just jump back. That's always weird, because it shows we have basically no lateral movement, but it's showing that we're we're moving down quite a bit. So, strange. All right. What do we got here? Okay, this one looks like it does have the life support module on it. I don't see... I don't think it has the room on it, though. And I'm just going to kind of drift in a little bit close. I'm debating on grabbing the actual life support module. I mean, we will need one eventually. It's just, yeah, see, there it is. It's not want to do the whole... Oh, it's, that's what it is. So the tab is, you have to hit it quick. If you hold it down for any little amount of time, it basically activates it and deactivates it. There is a T connection right there. We'll probably want to grab that. We could grab the life support module, the T connection. So we could remove that, remove that, remove that. That might work. And how are we doing? We should be pretty good on, yeah. And just before we head out, might as well save. And let me, either everybody's being very quiet or I have to actually reload the chat. Hmm. Strange. Okay. Huh. All right. Let's jump out. I'm gonna go gather some stuff. I always need more stuff. And thankfully we did not park directly in front of any of the areas. Debris field. Oh, maybe not. Those are just those ever-present sort of giant dust particles, I guess. Which is great for telling which direction you want to move in, but they're a little overdone, in my opinion. And we're upside down. Oh, there's a welder. What do we use? We're going to drain a couple of them, at least. Yeah, we need to go over to the industrial side of the area and grab some... I'm not even going to worry about those. Oh, what is that? Ammo clip. And we don't probably ever really need. Though at some point we're probably going to have to shoot some turrets or something. So, you know, drawback is single player. There's you know, you don't really have to worry about. I guess that's not a drawback, but you know, we're not going to run across anybody else. So, no looting, no, you know, unexpected combat. No griefing, which is nice. But it does get lonely in space. But it is kind of, you know, what it's supposed to be. I mean, especially for Hellion. I mean, you're basically supposed to wake up and be by yourself in this, you know, kind of nobody else around sort of thing. But it does, kind of make it a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Makes it a little unbalanced because, you know, there's all this combat stuff around, I guess, that basically serves no point. I was actually tempted on running, you know, running on a server, but servers in Hellion usually have their own issues. Oh, that reminds me, I should swap the oh wow, yeah, quite a bit more. Oh, very nice. Resources. Ice. That'll give us oxygen, hydrogen, which we do need. Alright, which one is this? Is this the one with 4%? Yeah, I'm going to use that one up. Get rid of some of these. Oh, that might have... Oh, no. There we go. Do a little bit of repairs before we... yeah, we can recycle it. $18 and $38. Oh, that's right, that's the other one. Oh, that one actually wasn't too bad. We should probably do some repairs on that airlock too. It'd be nice if they're not leaking when we connect them to the, you know, connect them to the station. the rest of it must be outside. Oh, I was like, look, hey, the cable's glowing. No, it's just the stuff I dropped. Okay, so yeah, this is the T connection, which we're gonna want to keep this. T connections do come in useful. I'll do some repair on that real quick. That one we'll be able to drop. I love how it tells me the, you know, the breach warning. And yet, you know, we're basically in a derelict section with, no, atmosphere. Okay, we got any components on the outside? We gotta check that one last section. Oh, yes, right there. Yeah, if there is no... I think this is the last section over here. Oh, there's another one. Or last sort of station in this area. And I believe those components we can pretty much pull off of any section. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we can jump these 3 sections back to, you know, our station. And then what we'll be able to do is jump over to the more industrial area of the system, so that we can gather some resources and gather, say, like maybe like a cargo module and maybe like a fabricator. You know, the 2 things that we kind of really want. And then that way we can kind of, you know, multitask a little bit, basically, and hopefully get the part we need for the mission while getting some of the stuff we need for the station and, you know, the progression overall at the same time. Oh, another warp core. I know we can probably warp cores. Yeah, like I said, I wish they make a... I mean, even if they make it as a machine or something, they have to... I guess you wouldn't have to build it. I guess it would be in a module. Oh, we want those. And we got some more electronics, which is very nice. We may actually have... I can't remember how many circuits you get off of the broken electronics on each one. But we may actually have enough now that we can hopefully build a higher level singularity core or singularity detonator, so we can get some efficient jumps going. Because we'll probably want to... Oh, yeah, we definitely want that. Okay. Dock that. Alright, and I'm pretty sure we got everything out of there we want. So, we've got the T coordinator, or the T section, and this. So I think we're going to probably want to move it from this, since it always seems like the bigger sections, the RCS is like more powerful. And otherwise it seems like, you know, if you try to use the small section to move it around, it's just insanely cumbersome. Oh, that's dead. Alright, we're going to toss that. I know, that's kind of wasteful. I'm trying not to, I find I usually have a tendency when I'm playing this that I pretty much collect everything possible, and then I just have no spaces to put anything. So I'm trying not to collect a whole bunch of like welders, and I mean, the granted is if we had a fabricator, we could tear them all down for parts. And especially since if we get a lot of if we get a lot of the solar panel modules, we can get a lot of the catalysts, even the tier. So something I noticed, like pretty much almost all of the tier 1 components do not take circuits. I think there's a couple that do, just because it really makes sense that they should. But for the majority of them, we don't need circuits. Obviously, you don't get as much of a benefit out of it, but it's still, obviously a benefit. So getting the catalysts and whatnot that are tier 1, it gives us, 50% increase, I believe, in the power production. Okay, so we want to dock to the docking port on that. And I have a feeling it's going to be on the back side of the ship. And hopefully we're not going to run into any of the other debris that we have released from this. Yeah, it's going to be on the other side. I'm going to say that is not wanting to move up. And I always hate when stuff is close like this because, I swear I'm going to smash into the ship. Because they don't really give you a lot of room. That the ship sets pretty close to for that, for the docking, I forget what they call it, clamp, because it's not a docking port. It's that, anchor point. And you always wonder, when is it going to clip through and when is it just going to smash? I really wish it had a like an you've got like a, I guess, yaw, so left and right. I wish it really had like a pitch indicator, because you can, it's kind of always hard to tell if you're facing right on or not. I mean, you can kind of tell with the holographic lines coming off. Okay. I was telling you, I could have put this on the T. But we can always move stuff around later on, too. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, like I said, not a lot of clearance there. Yeah, I probably want to turn that. See, we could have put the docking or the airlock on maybe like there. Then we could have had like a fabricator right there, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of do like the fabricator off of the, I don't want to call it, off of the cargo container. Because that way you can go in through the doors, the cargo doors, and have it depressurized and then still have an airlock to go through. Plus it makes it convenient that, I was trying to see, I don't really, oh, right there maybe? Oh, really? I ran out of RCS fluid. Okay. Oh, that's funny. When you run out of RCS, it just makes it sound like the RCS is running constantly. Oh, there's a bug. So I can't stabilize. It's acting like I'm still out of RCS. Love it. Oh, I do love the game, but sometimes the bugs get a little trying. That's right. It gives me a reason to drink a coffee while we wait for it to load back up. And thankfully it seems to, quick save, quick load is pretty fast. You know, there's some games that it takes quite a long time to load, and well, saving's usually pretty fast, but loading sometimes takes a long time. Okay. And look, I now suddenly have RCS fuel again. And I guess there's not a spot there. I guess all the damage must be inside. Yes, coffee keeps me going. That's usually why the whole reason, like, well, one of the reasons I want to, I usually do like the hour and a half, 2 hour stream or something, because that way I can go and, between them, go and get a cup of coffee. I just figured it's good too for people who watch it later on. That way, you got an hour and a half stream, and I have a feeling that, if it's a lot longer than that, people aren't going to really want to, some people are going to see the length of the stream and kind of be put off by it a little bit. Though I don't think it's probably as much of an issue as it used to be, because, I think a lot of people realize that. Very nice. Hull integrity of 100%. Now, I will have to shut all this off because this is going to be hull integrity of 100%. Very nice. Yeah, because it's going to suck all of our power. So we'll have to, when we jump on the ship, shut down the modules. That's all right. And we will close the inner doors, just because it is really inconvenient when you go to. I wish on the one thing I hope they would add later on is that on the what do I want to say it, the not the vessel the life support panel, there we go, is an option to be able to close like the airlock doors from the panel, because you can't do that. So if you have both sets of doors open, you can't. It won't let you pressurize. Oops. Speaking of pressurizing, so you have to, go out through your station, find the door, and if the rest of your station's pressurized, then you know, you're basically running out, you know, your airlock to go around and close it off, and, you know, the other airlock, and then come back in. It's kind of a pain. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. We're going to turn off the life support module. We're going to turn off that hallway. I don't want to leave them off too long because they are going to, you know, obviously there's that whole decay faster now thing when they're powered off. But we do need to get a fabricator module going at some point. Yeah. See, why can't, if you can fit something bigger there, then let me put the smaller stuff there as well. Oh, those have to go in the other one. Yeah, but I can put warp cores there, but I can't put a circuit board there. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, really? No. Oh, actually, that's... Where do you... Are you... Oh, you're reading it from the other side. Yeah, that's right, because there's a ammo thing there. Nothing much for space there. I might have to keep those in my inventory, because I don't know if I have actually got any more of the really small spots left. Though I should be able to take these. I don't know. It's weird, because obviously I can put those there. But when I was over here, see, I couldn't put any of the circuit ones there, but I can put these. I don't know. I think the whole, you know, they need to redo that. We'll see. All right, so we've got the two sections, or the three sections, which is obviously the limit for the ship, you know, and supposedly, I don't know, I guess we are up above the debris field. Okay, so we're going to jump over to Haven, which I believe is right through the planet, so why are you showing me a green line? You know, you would think that that would say, hey, that's going to kill you. Let's make a red line there instead. Now, I could... Really? Really? You know, this is the only thing I don't like about, you know, not being able to jump through planets. And I don't really want to go jumping around all over the place with... Now, we haven't been over there. Maybe we can jump over there, and then we'll jump over there. It does have a power section, which we're not going to be able to grab because we've already got power. Or because we've already got 3 modules. And I don't really want to... I'm not going to spend 2 hours jumping. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, but see, why are you making me spend... Okay, I guess that's as good as we're going to get, which is really close. Hey, Kelvin. All right, we're going to do that. Actually, cancel. Warp 2. I'm going to change to one of the other cores that I keep mentioning or doing and forgetting. This will pretty much use a whole entire core. Oh, 30%. Let's go grab a 20%. Which is pretty much every single cell but the one I grabbed. Oh, you know what we can actually do? Hang on. Hang on. This is where the auto loot thing comes in handy. 24, 26, 26, 28, 80, 25, and 30. All right, we'll grab the 25. That way we'll pretty much kill off this core when we jump. Okay, so do that. There we go. Oh, and it turns like a tank. And that always kind of freaky when I see that. Because I'm like, I don't want to jump into the plate. You know what? I know it's going to be clear, but you know, just like that's not the most encouraging sight. Yeah. Okay, we're good there. But yeah, not the greatest. All right, so we've got a minute before we jump. We've got like a 2-minute jump. So I'm going to put the be right back sign up. I can go top off my coffee, you know, because we have the whole fun, we got to jump through warp thing. So I will see you guys in a couple of minutes, and we will continue on. And what are we up to for the time so far? I don't know why this isn't. There we go. 43 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that'll work out pretty good. And we are back. And our jump is over. Now we want to go ahead and figure out which way is up. And not crash into... And there's that whole weird physics thing going on again. Okay. So we're on the bottom. And here we go. Yeah, no, the little gauge is actually pretty useful. Though I did do that little bounce off earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out how I want to connect this, because I'd rather not need to rearrange modules again later on. Now we do have that T connector. I really wish we'd found some of the what do I want to say, the solar panel modules, because that's what I like to use instead of the corridors. And we're going to want to go up a little bit. And I'm not sure exactly which direction the module we have is facing. You know, we could put the life support module onto the... that would actually probably work pretty good. I think that's probably close enough. So, what we're going to do... I'm going to try it like this, but this usually does not work. Having multiple modules connected to the ship and then trying to dock them pretty much always doesn't work. It does something really funky with the controls. Okay, so we don't want the airlock docked. We want the airlock out. Now, why are we not showing the life support module? Oh, the life support module isn't free. Okay. So, we don't want this one. We want this one. Now, the question is this going to work correctly? It looks like we're actually lucked out. I think there's a weird orientation thing. And I think it gets confused on the orientation of the module versus the orientation of the ship. And if they end up being in the same orientation, it works okay. And if not, then it like does weird things to the controls. They're completely like odd. Wait. Why is that not showing me as an active? Oh, that's the airlock module. We do not want to dock with that. Okay, I'm guessing it's this one we want to use. And we're going to pull away because we're getting pretty... Okay. Which this one actually seems to be working all right as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a bug when I run into that, or if it's a, you know, an orientation thing versus the ship. I haven't quite figured it out. It's just sometimes it works right, and sometimes it does not. Like right now, why are you shooting me off to the side? Yeah, see, that's weird. That one's not doing right. It's all right, as long as it works. Yeah, see, I don't know why it's showing me shooting off to the side, but as long as I actually try to move it to the left and it moves to the left, that's fine. And I don't know why you're going up all of a sudden. Oh, ooh, almost thought we did not get that. Oh, we're kind of moving. Why are we moving so much? Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to have a severe deficit in power. I can already know that. Yeah. And that's with the ship adding in its 400. So, if we actually turned off the ship, it balances out, which is really weird. Oh, because these are generating 400. So we're actually 400 low on the power for the station. Yeah. So we're going to leave those turn that on. That leaves us at exactly 0. No, that doesn't work out either. I don't know. We shouldn't be drawing too much. And unfortunately, we have all this. Now, we could take some of the resource injectors. We don't need the filters because the ship actually comes. That's pretty much all we collected. We do have some resources, though. So those we can use. The resources will obviously process. We want those with us. And we'll rebalance that one out. Oh, actually, hang on. That's right. Some of these we have are actually a tier 2. We'll take those with us. All right. And that one's empty as well. We'll take a couple of empty ones. And yeah, we got to try to get a fabricator. The construction, not fabricator and cargo. Cargo's not really a priority. It's nice because obviously more storage, but especially at this point. But we definitely got to try to find some. Now, see, I don't. We might have to move that. Well, actually, if we do solar panels coming down, then that would be fine. That's why I like getting those solar panel ones, because they spread out the base, for one. Oh, this is actually powered off. We're going to have to go through the other airlock. What I'd kind of like to do is turn that around, but I forgot the CTM was there. So I'd like to dock that directly to that. I'll probably just do that later on. I might do it off camera too. I don't know. We shall see. Oh, I do need to remember to charge the backpack. Which strangely, we've only used, well, we're down to 30%. And it seems like they rebalance us a little bit. Now, if you don't have your light on, it does save on the, yeah, nothing really there. It does save on the battery on this, on the pack by quite, and no, we want to do the charging first because that takes quite a while to charge. And get all of these unloaded. I really wish we'd found some servos. Kind of things, a lot of things I wish we'd found. Oh, what, we have an empty one? Or did I grab? Nope, one of them was empty. Yeah, I should have checked it before I picked it up. Okay, so we can go pop one in there. Yay, more efficient. Oh, that's right. There's not one that doesn't go in there. One doesn't go in there anymore. It's just a servo. Oh, I guess we didn't need the other tier 2. Yeah, I wish there was like a little bit of cargo space on here. Now you got the airlock module, so you don't really need, well, it's kind of useful to have a suit. It'd be nice if maybe they changed that and put a rack on there. Now there used to be a panel here, which was kind of nice, but they got rid of that a while back ago. Oh, though we do get, tier 2. Strangely enough, I forget that those boxes are down there. So we could actually, we could have brought those back and stored some of those filters here. All right, we'll do the ice. Because we definitely need the hydrogen. I'm not going to worry about, well, I'll set the process before we leave. And then that can do its thing. And are we at 100% charge? 87. Yeah, and it's weird because sometimes this seems like it updates and sometimes it seems like it doesn't. Because obviously we're at 91 now. Oh, I think it updates down there. If you hover over that. Maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like it updates and sometimes it seems like it doesn't. And maybe it depends on what the item is. Okay. Anyway, we're full charge. That's what we want. Okay. Nice full jetpack. And we're going to want to put... Let's do... 3 point... I think I did that exactly backwards. I did. And... 1. Yeah, that usually seems like a pretty good ratio on them. And I guess we will fill the other one. So we want a 3 point. Alright. And the nitrogen. Okay. It would be nice if you could fill those with the hydrogen and then use that to refill your welder. You know, for when you're traveling. Yeah, just kill my power. Alright, and we need to charge up that. Though we should try to find... I know we tossed one out, or two out. We left one. I usually like to keep one. I keep one on the ship and usually one on the station. If I have enough of them, I like to keep one on a shelf in the ship, one on my inventory, and one on the station. But primarily they usually just, you know, one's enough. Refinery. Yay! Alright, attachment. Refill. Thank you. Refine. Get that last little bit. Yeah, it needs servos. Holy. We need power. Alright. There we go. That'll be good. I really wish we got some nitrogen, but that was not in the cards, I guess. Alright, so we need to find some more backpacks. We can head back out now. And a short visit back to the station, but we can get some stuff done. So, and we still got the other two. I don't think we ever swapped out the backpack, so we've got two more full. And we might be able to fit a fabricator module right there. I don't know. My thought is to take the LS, dock it on this side, put the T connection on the end on this side. I think that would work better. But we might just run a line of solar panels out right there. My thought was is then we could come in that airlock, go through the T section, and go right to the fabricator. No. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of repair right there. Yeah, hopefully these aren't going to decay too fast. Since they are powered down. I don't know how fast it actually does decay. Luckily, they're not pressurized or anything, so it shouldn't really cause too many issues if they do. I mean, I'm assuming at the worst that, you know, we're going to waste hydrogen repairing them. All right. Now, it's really weird, but when you're inside, it seems like the jetpack is it's a lot slower to move around. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a power deficit on the base. The question is 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have moved those. I don't know if we had enough space for all of them. Oh, I guess that's that zapping. Yeah, because our hull's at 100%. I don't really want to move stuff back and forth. Now, it might just be me, but I could have swore before that these had varying amounts of glow based on how full they were charged. Now it just seems like if they're really full, because that one's at like 80%, you know, these are like at 20 or 30. Maybe that's just me and I'm just remembering that wrong. But I thought it was like that a while back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would free up some slots. I might make a run back to the base real quick just to get this stuff out, because storage space is... I do want to leave... Actually, we have one on us, don't we? Okay, we're going to take that with us as well. And that. And that. I don't know if we can store all of them. And that gives us some more space. So, yeah, we'll run back to the base real quick, run those inside. If I thought about that, I would have taken them with us in the first place, but, you know, can't think of everything. That's right. We can go look through this section of the base, see if there's anything we got to weld up real quick. Oh, right there. So it wasn't pointless. I see a little spot right there. Why don't you let me weld it? And it would be nice if they did make those not the same color as the external lighting on this shit on the you know, stations. But maybe when it's out of alpha. Well, they actually count this as an alpha. I think it's just counted as early access. I don't know. I don't know what phrasing they use. I definitely count it as an alpha though, because they're still adding stuff. So we can get some of these. Yeah, we'll have one. That's fine. Do that. I don't even... Did they even still have those? I think I got rid of those a while back. I don't even know what they're called. We had the servos, the resource injectors, and then they had the little card thing. There used to be one over there. And I thought they got rid of those. Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't remember what those were called. Are those both tier 2s? I did put a tier 2 in that one, right? Oh, okay. I guess we just had more tier 2s than we thought. Now, I did think about putting a tier 2 in the ship, but when the ship's empty, it makes it kind of really squirrely because it just reacts like... It makes it really sensitive. Oh, I was going to put that other health pack. Yeah, it's alright. Alright. Anyway, that freed up a bit of space. On the ship. Which is very important, especially once we go to somewhere that's got, I guess, the more production type, which is hopefully where we're heading next anyway. Because you get so many resource containers, and you seem to get a lot of, what do I want to say? Oh, I should open the inner door. Sometimes you feel like you get a lot of modules and stuff there too. So, yeah, those are still full. Oh, I got to bring those in and charge those up at some point. Those are the two, I believe. Oh no, I found those in the last run. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and undock. And Thank you. And we're just going to go up. Yeah, that was acting kind of funky there. Huh. All right. So, let me see here. We've got to find... Oh, look, isn't it? Oh, that's where we're at. Okay, wait. Okay, so we haven't been over to those ones. Because that has the production. We were over at the life support. So we want to head over to those. Oh, whoops, we only have 5. Oh, look, hey, we can jump on 5%. I'm not going to complain about that. I was not thinking we were going to be able to jump on. All right, there we go. And now we can just stand up. Oh, where are we at? We're probably about an hour and 13. All right, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and end the stream here. I'll take a little 10-minute break, whatnot, and then we'll pick up. I'll do another stream after the end of the warp and whatnot. And that seems like a good, kind of cutoff point. Because otherwise, once I start exploring and stuff, we'll probably be over there for quite a while. So, yeah, I think we'll do it that way. All right. And even though we're relatively short warp, but I don't want to be halfway through exploring and then in the stream. So, but yeah, so I will be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll be on to the next episode. Unless you guys do like a be right back. I don't know, because then the YouTube side has they end up with like a 3-hour stream or something. So it's kind of I don't know, half a dozen of one, whatnot. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pause it here, I guess. So, but yeah, I'll pick back up in about 10 minutes. And we'll call it good. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you in a few minutes.